Hi everybody, Zach's Reacts, and we are again about to embark on the eternal adventure of Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, this time in dub. Yes guys, I've already began the show. I'm 2 episodes in at the time of this recording for the subtitled version, and then the dub version came out, and I never expected it to come out as early as it did. So then I was left with the decision, do I continue on in sub or do I switch and start over again in the dub version? And I ended up taking a poll online, and the majority chose for me to go back and start over in dub. So here we are guys, that's what I'm doing. It wouldn't be an Axe Reacts Fairy Tail reaction without doing things a little bit backwards, let's be honest. So we are now going to get started guys on this new adventure with Fairy Tail, our returning characters, our returning family. Like, I love this show with a passion guys. I am so in love with this show. I'm so invested with these characters, and if you've seen my reactions of the original show, I did the whole show in dub, and especially the final season reactions, you can easily see guys how invested I am with the story, with the characters, with the voices, the music with the voices. It all means so much to me. And to now have the option to watch it in dub, like, yes, I loved seeing the subtitled versions and getting the new episodes right when they were released, but to me, deep down in my core, I don't think it felt the same because of the voices, and I'm just beyond excited to kind of go back and start over with the dub version guys. So hopefully you're all on board with me as we begin this new adventure again. So I'm going to do my best guys to react to this without any knowledge. I'm not going to spoil anything out of the first 2 episodes that I already know and retained from the sub version, but just keep in mind that I have seen this episode, I have seen the second episode, and starting with episode 3, it will be where I have blind reactions to the story and to the events happening. And to just provide a quick disclaimer, I did hear that there are 2 voice actors not returning from the original show. One is Panther Lily and the other is Levy. And I'm sure it's not like these voice actors were asked, do you want to come back and voice Fairy Tail again? Like, they're just not active as a voice actor in general. So it's almost like you can say like they retired in a sense. So it's not like they chose not to come back. It's just that they're not even an option right now to have them come back. So we do have new voice actors, but just about everybody else is returning, and I just am so excited to see and hear the show in dub now, and hopefully you are all excited with me and ready to continue on this new journey with me in dub. So here we go guys with episode 1. Please like this video, please subscribe to the channel for more reactions coming soon, and we do have a Patreon as well where you can help support this channel, so feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below, and thank you to those that have already done so. I'm Patreon. If you use this episode reaction for just $1 a month, it's unedited and unfiltered. It means so much if you consider, so please do if you can. And here we go with episode 1 in dub again of Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. Let's go. Oh, kicking things off. Let's go. The year 633. I do want to know more about like what's happening right now. Like,
Magic.
They haven't addressed this.
It's not a force for evil.
At least not in the first 2 episodes.
Protect the wizards who possess it. And together, we can find strength in our numbers.
So in the year 633,
Oh, Lucy.
the world's first wizard guild was born.
Like, it's almost like they made the first wizard guild in retaliation for being attacked, and I want to know more about that. The year 793. Back in Fairy Tail, let's go.
We've got 3 new recruits, so let's give them a big Fairy Tail welcome! Welcome to the guild!
Hey now, I spy a little cutie.
Yes!
Calm down and welcome to Fairy Tail.
So this is the legendary fairy
So
tale
awesome to hear them all.
Just 3 recruits?
You were
Knock
pretty
'em off.
insistent on not getting too many, so we narrowed it down for you, remember?
Kinda sounds like me.
Just put your feet up and sit a spell.
We're all gonna be the bestest of friends!
Friends, eh? Not why I'm here. I came because they're the strongest. The best in Fiore. All those other crappy guilds wet their pants when they hear the name Fairy Tail. And one day, you'll come to realize I should be the new master.
Let's hear him.
Shut your trap.
Yeah. Oh, Loxus.
Already, Loxus?
Like, this guy's voice even was like throwing off the whole vibe. Just like his attitude.
And best to mind your tongue discussing other guilds.
Who actually
Serves
thought a
him
loser
right.
like that belongs here?
Like, Fairy Tail is all about being a family, so just coming in and saying, I want to be strongest, like, you're not in the right mindset to do that. This guy's gone too. Wonder if we'll ever see them again.
You scared them away before they could join. Not very manly.
Come on, that wasn't my fault.
My name is Touka, and I'm here because this is Natsu's guild. Natsu and I, well, my hero is Sweetie Pie.
Bet that sounds familiar, huh, Jude? My beloved
Oh,
Grace,
Juby.
help me.
Oh, it's so good to hear her voice, too.
Just forget
Now I'm all alone.
Fate brought us together a bit over a year ago.
So, like, back when the guild had broken up?
I was viciously attacked by bandits.
I'm hoping we see a flashback of Natsu meeting Touka.
No, my prince on a fire dragon.
What you're saying is Natsu was riding on himself?
Who knew?
Or, just thinking now, guys, I could totally see, because we are suspicious right now of Touka. I could see Natsu finally meeting her, and,
Who knows when he'll be back?
like, she'll be all happy to see him, and then Natsu's kind of like,
As long as
I don't know who you are at all. Like, I've never met you before, and, like, it's all a lie. Like, it's something like that could happen.
The 100 Years Quest.
Let's go! Well, alrighty, guys. Sorry, I don't know why I'm fogging up here. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast checking out the dub. It's so great to hear Makarov, Elfman, Loxus, the Thunder Legion, like so many characters. All the characters, are so great. And as I was going to say, the voice of Panther, Lily, and Levy are pretty similar to what we know from the original show. So that's awesome. I'm going to accept them, like I said, because the reasons to me, like, it's not like they were like, oh, I don't want to be part of this family of voice actors and can come back. Like, they're just not even an option to come back, so they had to be replaced. I could not see them saying no. I could not see them being a voice actor actively right now and saying, no, I choose not to come back to Fairy Tail, because Fairy Tail, to me, like, has built up like a connection with all the voice actors, with all the fans. Like, it's something real special, guys. And until you watch the show and know the voices and build your own connection and foundation to these characters and to this story, like, it's so hard to describe, but like once you do that, you'll feel the same way as I do, I think. I know I talked over this opening, but I've seen it a couple times through the sub too, but it's awesome. I'm liking this more and more and more. Yeah, let's go, guys. All right, episode 1 is not subtitled for us. That's the downside. I believe it was called The Strongest Guild and the First Guild. Something like that.
Kinda weird since it's so clear out.
Yes, I find it rather strange indeed.
Close? Because it isn't snow. It's magic. The ether nanoparticles are so big here that you could see them with the naked eye.
The world's oldest.
It's so great, like, to have them all back. I keep talking about the voice guys, but that's kind of why I'm rewatching this. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the voice actors, but it's awesome.
Of Giltina, a land unknown to us. Across the sea from Ishgal and Alakatashia. A fitting home for the wizard guild that started it all. Magia Dragon.
Let's go. I still love that Lucy's kind of like narrating the whole thing. It's almost like she's writing a new book about all this new adventure.
Fairies in Fairy Tale?
I know. I'm fairy-like. The 100 Years Quest is a fabled endeavor that to this day, no one has been able to complete. Actually, it's been more than 100 years of wizards valiantly trying and failing to finish it. Even Fairy Tail's strongest wizard, Gildarts, came up short.
Gildarts?
So this 100-year quest, what's the deal with it?
Tough luck. I'm not allowed to tell you. Only way to know is to try it yourself.
What's that for?
Don't try to be all cool with me. You couldn't do it because you went on your own. I'm taking friends. We'll chow down on sweet victory. You wanna go, old man?
Yeah, in the original show, guys, we had Gildarts like mention the 100 Years Quest. It was all about finding Acnologia, stopping Acnologia. He lost an arm and a leg and got injured from it. Came back all defeated. Like, we don't know much else that happened
Otherwise, how could there be a job?
other than that regarding this quest.
99th hero, I bid thee welcome.
I'm shocked. I didn't know there were any left.
My name is Elefseria, Dragon of Law. And you brave wizards have come to grant my wish.
So the 100 Years Quest is yours.
Natsu knows right away something's up with him.
Indeed it is. I am the sole inhabitant of this place. The humans grew old and eventually died.
I'm sorry.
You're human.
What?
I am, in fact, the father of all wizard guilds, and the first master of Magia Dragon. Elefseria, Acnologia, The two of us share many similarities.
You're the same as him?
The toll of Dragon Slayer magic.
So you were a Dragon Slayer too?
Indeed, albeit self-trained. I taught myself the art, with the goal of defeating one of those beasts in particular. It's been years since I've had the pleasure of meeting a young lady. I'm just a bit bashful.
I forgot about that, of course. Good old fairy tale fan service.
Keep your hands to yourself and...
Well, see, the last guest here was this grizzled old tough-as-nails type.
Sounds like Gildart.
The one before him was a macho meathead, and so was the one before him.
Yeah, regarding this character, guys, I am still a little fuzzy on, like, his intentions. Like, he seems really genuine.
In fact, I agree with you.
But I'm a little suspicious still, kind of thinking about him.
Of course the father of wizard guilds is a dirty old man.
And thinking back to the very beginning of this episode, like, you know, was he angry that wizards were getting killed? Like, were people against magic users in general? Like, is that why he created a guild to band together and fight back against non-magical people? Like, is he doing this out of spite? Is something like that going on? Or is he actually, like, a kind-hearted old man? Like, nobody knows yet. At least I don't.
We wouldn't have come here if we weren't. So bring it on.
Why must I be stranded in the guild hall?
Oh, Julia, wish you were with them all.
Take a job. In fact, you can actually just go hang out wherever you want to.
I know of the perfect job. The quest to protect my spicy, icy hunk no matter what it may take.
I know my sweet Natsu will come back to me.
I gotta pinpoint her voice actor. I feel it almost sounds like Michelle a little bit. I don't think it is, but similar.
Correct.
Similar.
And he's constantly in the company of beautiful women, like Lucy. Not to mention Erza and Lisana.
Wow, thank you, Julia. From what I've heard, the same could be said for Gray. He's got Ur and Ultir, Kana, and Briar. And he's often with Erza, too.
Something wrong, Gajeel?
That newbie there. Did she really just name drop Briar?
Briar. That's right, from Avatar.
Yeah, it was shared to me, guys, that this new voice actor for Panther Lily is also the same voice actor who did Colonel Arcadios. So that's awesome, just to kind of keep it within the family in a sense, knowing he had to get replaced. But it's awesome, just cool to think about, guys.
Works for me.
1 week before.
I had gotten all fired up about coming here, but I'm starting to get really scared. The quest just seems impossible. I believe that you may have a reunion on Giltina. Wait a second.
Let's hope so, man. I'm hoping so bad that we get the Aquarius mystery figured out.
I deserve to be punished, and don't hold back.
Just seeing the broken key, man, is just terrible.
I've got my friends with me. Go on and spill it already.
The main objective is rather simple. Giltina is home to 5 dragon gods. Your task is to seal them away. Long ago, I chose to master Dragon Slayer magic in the hope of sealing them away myself. Unfortunately, I was no match. They are known as gods by the measure of their destructive power. Every one of them is comparable to the Black Dragon of the Apocalypse.
A dragon hunt sounds great. I'm fired up now.
Let's go.
Natsu was the one who slew Acnologia. We will complete this mission without fail.
What? I had no
Not
idea
even
you
worried
would.
about it.
Come on! Let's find these dragon chumps and kick their butts!
So this shall be the ultimate attempt at it. And you are our final hope.
You're damn right! There's no way we're gonna fail this quest! What in the heck are these weird little things?
Oh my goodness.
For some reason, they're trying
I'm
to get
curious
inside
if
of our bodies.
this is just meant to be like a funny situation. Like just being in a new land that they're not familiar with, like here's some creatures, or is there more to this? Is there going to be something like these things like, oh, Natsu ate one, so it means this later on in the show? I don't know. It could come back into the story somehow. Curious if they'll do that or not, or if this is just like a one and done funny situation.
I kinda swallowed one.
If you die, don't say I didn't warn you.
Please be careful.
Whoa, man! It's a pig with antlers!
I meant the opposite of that!
Apparently, these five dragon
Oh my
gods
god,
had
it's so good to
nothing
hear
do with
Erza
Dragon
yell.
King Festival, the great war that raged in Ishgal 400 years ago. Most of the Magic Council weren't even aware that they even existed. They don't act unless something of great significance forces their hands. When they do, they are the embodiment of catastrophe.
If you travel southwest in the Valeria region, you'll find Ermina, the port city. The people there once worshipped Berkphobia as a god. There's still the matter of your reward.
Well,
1. You will all be granted one thing you wish for. Whatever your heart most desires in this world, simply ask, and you shall receive.
Wow.
You have something specific in mind?
Yes, she does.
Oh, I know! Pay rent for the rest of your life!
Then I just asked for my own house!
To be honest, I think I'd want a cat like old Frosh.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Oh,
I'd want
Frosh.
to get bigger.
Oh,
you
Wendy.
gotta want more than that.
Hey, give me a break!
Hey, there it is, you guys. The city of Ermina.
Atlas Gajeel, let's go.
I'm curious about your outfits. They're unusual.
That Touka dame's got a hinky vibe to her. She even mentioned Briar by name.
A member of Avatar, right?
Why would some random skirt off the street know her? But here comes Touka just spouting it off.
Strange, huh? So we decided to do a little investigating and find out her story.
That's a great idea!
First, we tail her! Time for some real detecting.
I'm in.
Now we can't even trust our own members.
Whoa.
I said this in my subtitled reaction, guys, but it got me really pumped because it almost felt like they were reforming like the Fairy Tail B team to kind of like go off on this separate quest, this like separate mission of investigation. They're going to recruit a few people. Like, it's awesome.
Find a place to stay.
First, let's find a place to eat.
Oh, and there they are.
Seems we have more visitors.
And they're clearly wizards from the southern continent. Well, water gods, Suijin.
Yeah, I missed it in the sub. They tell you right there that he is the water god. The water god dragon. Like, that's awesome. Gosh, man, our Eternal Adventure is back and continuing on. And it's just so great to hear the voices that I became so familiar with through the show. Like, they're all back for the most part. Like, I love it all, guys. And hopefully you did too. We'll be back next week for episode 2 in dub. I'm watching these as they get released, so I have to do one at a time. I can't do groups of like 2 or 3 before like I used to do. So if you're watching this well after the fact that it premieres, you get to binge them right after another. But till then, if you're watching these as they get released, we have about a week to wait till the next episode. And I can't wait. I just can't wait, guys. I'm so excited. I know what happens in episode 2, but beyond that, I don't. So I'm going to keep everything else blind. I'm not going to watch episode 3 in sub or anything like that until we get to it in dub and see what happens moving forward. It's going to be great. I have a lot of questions regarding the Elefseria, the whole background, the whole history. Like, is he doing this with good intentions, or is he secretly up to something? Like, I'm a little suspicious. I want to know about these dragon gods too. Like, I want to know, like, they said they haven't really just been interacting in the lower continents until, you know, some great importance, but have they ever interacted before? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a whole mystery there of like, what have they been up to in like the 400 plus years, you know, that dragons were all around. Like, they're not dragon slayers turned into dragons. They're actual dragons that somehow are now turned into humans and can go back and forth. So, like, it's a whole mystery, guys, that I feel like will be told and revealed over time throughout more episodes. But I'm so excited and just wanted to share that it's on my mind right now. And hopefully you enjoyed this dub reaction of Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest episode 1. We'll be back next time for episode 2. I can't wait for more. Hopefully you can either. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this reaction in this episode. I'd love to chat with you guys about it, and we'll be back next time for more, like I said. Thanks again for watching. Have a great one, and we will see you next time.